A mist coiled around the neglected remnants of an old graveyard, where crumbling tombstones leaned like weary sentinels beneath the weight of centuries. The air was thick with the damp scent of decay, whispers of the past brushing past, like ghostly fingers caressing her skin. Clara shivered, her breath forming delicate clouds that drifted into the murky air. She had come searching for a connection to her ancestors, but the deeper she ventured into this realm of the forgotten, the more she felt the presence of something watching, waiting. The trees surrounding the graveyard twisted grotesquely, their branches clawing at the pale sky. Shadows danced subtly among the headstones, shifting in her periphery, teasing her senses. Each step seemed to echo with a hollow thud, the weight of silence pressing down, heavy and foreboding. Clara paused, sensing a subtle rustle among the graves, like the exhalation of a slumbering entity. A towering mausoleum drew her gaze, its entrance yawning like a mouth eager to swallow her whole. She approached hesitantly, the air growing palpably colder, a silence so deep it resonated within her bones. Above the door, an inscription faded into obscurity. Words that felt almost alive, pulsing with a rhythm of their own, entwined with despair. They called to her, urging her to step inside. Something in her gut twisted, a primal instinct warning her of the unspeakable secrets that lay within. Against her better judgment, Clara crossed the threshold. Inside, the stone walls were damp and slick, concealed in shadows that seemed to undulate. In the center lay a crypt, carved with the same inscription she had seen before, now clearer under her scrutiny. It spoke of a family torn apart by grief, a tragic death veiled in whispers. A soft, slapping sound echoed in the dimness, like hands clapping without applause, growing louder and more hurried until it ceased suddenly, leaving only her heartbeat thrumming in her ears. Clara rubbed her arms for warmth, unease settling in her stomach like lead. She turned to leave, but found the entrance had vanished. The walls had shifted, imprisoning her in this suffocating hallowed space. Panic surged, clawing at her throat. Plunged into darkness, she felt the floorboards creak beneath her, each sound reminiscent of quiet laughter, soft yet mocking. A sudden shift in the air sent a shiver racing down her spine. With a frantic sweep of her flashlight, the beam caught something just beyond her line of sight, a figure translucent and sorrowful, lips moving as if to speak, yet the words were lost like screams swallowed by night. Its eyes, dark voids, bored into her, pulling memories from her mind, twisting them into something grotesque. Clara turned away, heart racing, dread distributing every thought, pushing her to flee from the devastation reflected in that ghostly gaze. But the walls began to inch closer, the air thickening around her as if the mausoleum itself was alive, yearning to keep her. Whispers filled her ears, urgent, pleading. They curled around her like tendrils, choking her resolve. Just when her sanity teetered on the brink, the figure seemed to morph, pulling itself together, its mouth stretching into a grin devoid of warmth, merging with the darkness until it was simply an absence, a void that hung there, watching, waiting. With a pained gasp, she lunged back toward where the door had been, her hands meeting only cold stone. Time stretched and warped around her, seconds pulling into an agonizing eternity. Suddenly, she felt a cold breath against her neck, an intimacy of the unknown, and a whisper drenched in sorrow. "We've been waiting for you," slithered through the oppressive silence. It gripped her heart, squeezing until she could hardly breathe. And in that moment, she understood. She was never meant to leave.